Johar. Greetings from the many voices of India's 705 tribal communities. My name is Shweta Gudia, and I come from the Munda and Urao tribal communities in Jharkhand. I welcome you all to the Tribal Futures, the second edition of Tribal Design Forum's month-long celebration of contemporary tribal imagination. Over the next 29 days, we will showcase works of artists, designers, architects, scholars, and knowledge keepers whose work carries the wisdom and spirit of the communities into today's world. Today, we are starting weekend segment of Tribal Futures, an afternoon with visual storytellers, followed by an evening with other tribal practitioners. Storytelling has always been central to human imagination. In tribal communities, it has flourished for generations through oral traditions, carrying history, philosophy, and ethics while evolving with time and context. Today, with visual and film media emerging as powerful and visceral storytelling forms, it is vital that tribal communities narrate, document, and preserve their own stories in their own languages, visual sensibilities, and perspectives. We are delighted to partner with GreenHub, an organization that has spent years training and equipping youth from marginalized communities to tell their own stories, highlighting human nature relationships and the depth of Indigenous knowledge systems. This afternoon, we are proudly presenting the work of two GreenHub Fellows, Preety Boro from Bodo community in Assam and Lempha Boham from Wancho community in Arunachal Pradesh. We invite you to join in an interactive conversation to better understand the perspectives of these young filmmakers, their communities, lifestyles, philosophies, worldviews, and their unique approach to filmmaking. The aim is to look at their stories that remain true reflections and articulations of young tribal voices. So today's session's format is we will be beginning the screening of the film Fields of Hope, which is a 14 minutes film, filmed in Karnataka in English, Telugu, and Kannada language with subtitles. The screening will be followed by a live interaction with the filmmakers. So with this, we are welcome to watch their film Fields of Hope.
We are Preety and Lempha. During our fellowship, we got a chance to travel to Karnataka for an internship. Going all the way from Northeast India to Karnataka was an adventure. We went there to document the incredible work Etri is doing on ecology and environment. Our focus was to film their projects on grassland restoration. We learned that Gomala provides the villagers rich grassland for grazing. This place is abundant in biodiversity. Many bird species, mammals, reptiles call this their home.
ఏందో కూలీ నాలి చేసుకొని బతుకుంటాండి. మేము గొర్రెలు ఉన్నాయి, ఆ గొర్రెలకు మేత నీళ్ళు అన్నీ చూసుకుండేది. గొర్రెలు రెండు పెట్టుకున్న వాటినికే ఏందో కూలీ నాలు చేసుకొని ఆ గొర్రెలు మేపుకొని గోవుకుంటే ఎక్కడ బాగుంటే అక్కడ పొలం మీద పోయేది.
Little did we know that this journey would bring us closer to the land and its people. Like Lakshmi Akka, who rely on this common grazing land, Gomala, for their livelihood.
बारिश नहीं धूप ना
बारी में पंडो में
जामुन जामुन
बारी में पंडो में तो
अक्का गाना सॉन्ग ई गाना है.
At first, talking to people without knowing the language, learning new culture seemed very difficult.
इस साइड नहीं जाता.
But slowly, we started enjoying this journey, loving the Gomala and people like Lakshmi Akka and the villagers. This rich grassland in which the villagers are so much dependent is decreasing day by day. Prosopis juliflora, an invasive species, is choking the land. Its rapid spread leads to a decline in native plants and animals' diversity. As it forms dense thickets, reducing the habitat for other species.
చీమజాలు ఉంటే ఏం పంట కూడా అయ్యలేదు. చీమజాలు ఉంటే చీమజాలు ఉన్నంత బాధ.
Gomala is not only threatened by Prosopis juliflora, but also by the rapid mining, forest fire and land encroachment.
ఇప్పుడు ఏంటో ఏట్లు పెట్టేదంట, బంధువులతో కాసేదంట, ఏడ చూసిన ప్లాట్ఫారాలు చేసి ఏంటి జీవ జంతువులు కూడా తక్కువైంది.
ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಐತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಅದೇನೋ ಏನೋ ಕಲ್ಲಿಗಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾರಕವ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಏಟ್ಗಳಿಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಭಯ.
అయితా ఉండలే. ఇప్పుడు మనూరుదే లెక్కేసుకో. మనూరులో నీకు ఇటుస్తాను ఏడొస్తా ఉంటాయి జీవాలు కొండలేకే. అతను అడ్డం వేస్తూ ఉన్నారు.
జీవాలకి మేత నీళ్ళు లేకుండా అయిపోతాయి, అగ్గి కాలిపోతూ ఉంటుంది, జీవ జంతువులు అన్నీ కాలిపోతాయి ఆడ చూసినా.
For the fire, whatever the challenge that we have, we are making fire management plans. We are speaking to the community and like insisting them to go ahead with this fire management plan.
ಕಾಡಿನ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಿಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕಾಡು ಹಾಳಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
We have planned to go ahead with this to remove prosopis or the unwanted plants that would be there. To improve Gomalas only through wild native plantation and to have construct some water harvesting structures, protecting, monitoring and knowing or analyzing all this so that would help both the wild animals as well as the cattle and the livelihood people too.
So the main intervention is that we remove the prosopis using JCBs, using manual labor, and the local communities are involved in each of these steps.
Actri has been focusing on removing prosopis from the Gomala and converting it into biochar, which is useful for farmers to improve the productivity of their land. After speaking with the farmers, we learned that biochar not only improves soil fertility but also enhances water retention, leading to better productivity and healthier crops.
దీన్ని ఇంకా అవే మాకు బయోచార్ చేసినారు. బయోచార్ చేసి మాకు బొగ్గులు అంటారు మేము కల్లా. అది మాకు ఇప్పుడు 2 రోజులు ఇచ్చినారు సార్. ఆ 2 రోజులు ఇచ్చారు, 2 రోజులు ఎరువు వేసినాము. ఆ ఎరువు వేసినాము, ఇప్పుడు దాన్ని మిక్స్ చేసి టమాటాకి వేస్తాము.
ఆ తవ్వ 1 ఎకరాకి ఇది బొగ్గులో వేసి ముడిగట్టినాము. ఇంకొక ఎకరాకి ఇది ముల్లం గడ్డలు వేసినాము. అవి పీకుతాము ఇప్పుడు గడ్డలో. పర్వాలేదు, బాగా వచ్చింది పంట. మార్కెట్ కూడా వేస్తున్నాము.
ममता कौन सा क्लास? कितना क्लास में है?
4
हाँ?
1 2 3 4 5 6
अंगड़ी వాళ్ళ ఇల్లు అక్కడ, వాళ్ళ ఇల్లు అక్కడ.
समझ गया, नहीं समझे.
ఇబ్బంది, ప్రతి ఒక్కదానికి ఇబ్బంది జరుగుతుంది. గోమాలు లేకపోతే ప్రతి ఒక్కదానికి ఇబ్బంది కదప్ప. గోమాలు ఉంటే కదా ప్రతి ఒక్కదానికి అతకపోతే మేపుకొస్తాము అనుకునేది.
గోమాల మా అక్కడ తొందరగా ఉంది చాలా ఎవడన్నా యత్నం చేస్తాము ఇప్పుడు ఈ జీవాలు ఒకటి ఉన్నాయి జీవాలలో జీవం చేసుకుని ఆ పక్కన ఏందో బుద్ధిమంతి వివరాలను చేయాలా చదివించాలా చూస్తానా లేదా నా బిడ్డకి ఎవరు సంతోషము సుఖం చూసేవాళ్ళు మా వైపు సాగుతాడా లేదా చదివిస్తానా లేదా చదివేస్తామని 3% నాకు కాయేస్తుంది.
Restoring the grassland is very important as these people are directly or indirectly dependent on it. The work Etri is doing here, like removing the prosopis and making biochar, plays a vital role. It's helping the villagers and their Gomala to flourish again.
1, 2, 3.
Future alledna. There is no Gomala, there is no future.
We learned that Gomala is not just a source of livelihood, it's a part of their culture and their way of life. We found ourselves like wanderers in the Gomala, making this journey an unforgettable one. And slowly we fell in love with it.
I hope you all enjoyed the film told through the eyes of Preety and Lempha. Fields of Hope captured their reflections on ecological conservation and the inner workings of a grassroots restoration project, offering a powerful glimpse into a landscape fighting for survival and the communities determined to protect it. Now, I would like to invite guest for today, Preeti, so that she can share her experience with us, and also Lempha, who is currently in Nepal and have joined from there. So, Preeti and Lempha, welcome to Tribal Design Forum, Johar.
Hello. Hi. Is
Bye.
audio?
Yeah, Johar Lempha.
Yeah. Speak.
Hello
Yes.
everyone. Good afternoon. I am Preety Boro from Bhasha. My village name is Delajan, which is near to Manas National Park, and I belong to Bodo community, which is rich in culture and tradition. And we celebrate festivals like Bihu, where we wear our traditional dress like dokna, and we dance like butterfly, and it's also called butterfly dance. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Naime Techa. It means welcome in my language. So my name is Lempha Boham. I belong to a Wancho tribe from Longding district, Arunachal. And yeah, about my tribe, my tribe, I belong to a Wancho tribe. So it's one of the major tribe in Arunachal Pradesh, uh, which is famous for like gun making, uh, wood wood carving, and this bead making. And even we used to have this tattoo culture. We used to make traditional tattoo, and yeah, and we were known as head hunters. In earlier times, we used to do head hunting. So yeah, that's all.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to ask both of you, while filming the tribal community in Karnataka, what aspects about your tribe did you see reflected there? Was there any similarities that you saw in village where you were shooting, or were there any dissimilarities or a different culture that you saw in Karnataka? First, I would like to know answer from Preeti and then Lempha. And also, today's session will be both in English and Hindi. So, Preeti, we are eagerly waiting to hear from you.
Thank you so much for the question. Though our culture are different, like in Canada, and they have means their culture is totally different from us. But for the respect for the land, like we also respect our land, and that was similar in that like in that place, like hope for the better future. They were also hoping for the future, like we hope for the future. So this was the similarities I have seen. But like habits, like food habits and dressing habits, that were all like different from us.
Yeah, very well said. I can understand that totally a different landscape gives exposure to you with completely different cultures. I would like to know what Lempha thinks about this question.
Okay. So I come from a hilly area, Arunachal Pradesh. It's a completely mountainous hilly area. So it was very different from me, different for me actually, as Karnataka, it's that area, it's like southern part of the India, and I'm from completely different part of India. So everything like culture, topography, the food, everything, it was very different, but I enjoy it, like going to different place and learning new culture, new tradition. It was a fun and good experience. Yeah. Mine.
Yeah, I can see even in documentary that you both had a really great time there. I wanted to know how you both interacted with people, because in filmmaking, I guess you had the opportunity to take interviews of the people there. So, how was the interaction with people? Were they welcoming towards you, or was it a difficult process to take interviews and interact with people there? So, I would request Preeti to speak first, and then Lempha, we can get your answer.
So yeah, it was very difficult. Like doing interviews, we have to take someone with us for like translation, and like it was so much difficult because my language and like Lempha's language is totally different. And in Canada, like in Karnataka, like many people from the village in Bagepalli, like many people, they like speak in their language, but like very less people talk in Hindi and English. So like yeah, it was very difficult for us. And like while we were interviewing them, we were translating in Google, or sometimes whenever we talk to them, we were translating on Google. We were talking with them, and then sometimes it was like we were, what to say, um, we were very much confused, because while translating in Google also, it's like not the exactly the same. That was the very difficult part through the entire documentation in that place. And weather was like, it was very hot there, so yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your answer, Preeti. Lempha, we would like to know your side of story.
I think Preeti already answered all my. Uh, yeah, it's like Preeti said. Uh, the people in that village, they don't speak English and Hindi, and we don't know their language, Kannada and Telugu. So it was quite difficult for us to interact with them in starting. Uh, so I used to have one diary and used to write few words, but still it was quite difficult, and we used to have this Google Translator. Yeah, with the language that was a bit challenging, but it was fun. Yeah, I uh, I really enjoyed that language barrier actually.
Yeah, talking about the language barrier, I wanted to know how was the tribal life there? I think in Karnataka, where you shot this film, there were different tribal communities residing there. So, how was the lifestyle and experience that you got there? I wanted to know about it.
So yeah, like in our area we have like large houses, like we have like mud house, but there most probably you will see like small house, and then villagers, like they live together in like what to say, they are like not very big village, they live in a small village and they live together, they enjoy everything, like and they mainly that people are like sheep herders or goat herders. So from that village, mainly people are dependent on gomala that has been shown in the flame. So gomala means commons land that people are using for their livelihood, for grazing sheep and all. So yeah.
Yes, Lempha, uh, do you want to add anything to this
Yeah, I think Preeti
regarding?
already answered all this.
Okay, but overall, like the local ecology as well. How was the local ecology, like the flora and fauna, different from your region?
Yes, if you talk about flora and fauna, it's quite not different, but yeah, quite different actually. Mm, if I take my example, then I come from hilly area, mm, so it's quite different from my place. Although, mm, like the trees or any trees or birds, even I've seen two, three birds which I never seen before. And yeah, it was quite different.
Yeah, speaking about the difference regarding the culture, how do you saw that particular space or the village lifestyle? Like in terms of learning, what you learned there, living there, residing with the people, about their cultures. How were you more approachable towards those people?
Like they were very kind hearted, and then they were like every time they were calling us like Preety and Lempha, Preety and Lempha, and then come and shoot us like that. And then there were like people from the village like Rangama, Jayamma, and then the Lakshmi Akka. So they were like come to our home, we'll have dinner and all. And then they like every time they were calling us because we were staying in different place in Bagepalli, and their village is Jilajalud. It's like 15 to 20 minutes difference in road. So like we were going there and shooting, and then they were like, if we don't bring like sometimes uh, we don't have time to make breakfast and all, so sometimes they used to give us tea and all. And then we were eating like dosa and all. So that's the thing.
Yes, Lempha. Do you want to add something to this? Like, what was your takeaway from there, living a different tribal life with the people where you were shooting?
Takeaway, since childhood, like I always wanted to travel, explore new places. So it was a I don't know how to express this, but it was one of my like eye-opening journey actually. I don't know how to say it in word. The character, the Lakshmi Akka, who was in the film, she still calls me like, we don't understand language. Like she'll just keep the call and I'll just keep the call. We'll talk. We don't understand anything, but still we used to talk. We still talk. So I really had a good relation with them, and yeah, I would love to go back to the place someday. So yeah.
I can see your affinity towards Lakshmi Akha.
Yeah.
Yes, it's totally visible even in the film. I wanted to ask both of you, what intrigued you, or what was the story behind the filmmaking journey of yours? Like, mostly people choose different field or specialization for their career, but how you came into this journey of filmmaking?
So yeah, after after I completed my master's in economics from Kokrajhar Government College, I began teaching in as an assistant lecturer in Excellence Academy, teaching economics at class 11 and 12. So at that time, life was like so simple, and I had a routine at that time: wake up early in the morning and then get ready and then go to college and then take class and then come back. And I felt like I was living my life, but I had no idea about the uh, wider world. So one day, everything changed when I went to um, Bodoland International Knowledge Festival. There, I met one person. Like he is our local person only. So he was one of the local youth that he was speaking about conservation, and he was so confident. Like he told me about the GreenHub fellowship, and then his work with WWF and MEMS. So and his name is Rongzalu Bosumatari. And hearing about the conservation films he had made through GreenHub, and then his passion for saving the Bengal florican in our area in Koklabari Seed Farm. So that is critically endangered Bengal florican. So at that time he told me about GreenHub, like, if you want to know about conservation, and then if you want to explore the world, so please do apply for GreenHub. If like and then I was so excited, and then I was so curious what is GreenHub and how to explore. Like he have said me, like you will know what the world is going on, and with what with what you can um, make the people know. So if you want to learn, then you should apply for it. And then after that, uh, he introduced me with his friends like Kirada, Navazidda, and then Rahulda. They all were passionate about nature and conservation. And at that time, I was the only girl in our area who was taking binoculars and roaming around in Koklavari seed farm, like walking in the fields and then listening to birds, and then it was like a whole new world in front of my eyes. So at that time, like I was so lucky that I uh, as soon as I started to know about these things, I got selected with for WWF to work for 72 days in human wildlife conflict. So at that time, uh, I realized the deep challenges in conservation and how important it was to protect both human and wildlife. So doing working with WWF at that time, I came to know that a GreenHub fellowship applications were open. So I was so curious to know what was GreenHub, so that's why I applied for it, and then I got selected for 2024 and 25 batch. So yeah, I was inspired because Rita, as I heard about Rita ma'am, and then um Rongjalu told me like she's the one who is the founder of GreenHub, and then uh, about like Bonti ma'am and all. So yeah, and then I got selected, and then I'm here now. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely story, by the way. I really like the part where you said you were lingering around and roaming around, taking your binoculars. Yes, so Lempha, what's the story behind your filmmaking journey? I would like to know that.
Uh, so my story is quite long. I, since childhood, I was interested in filmmaking and photography, like and travel, like nature and wildlife. So I used to have a camera. So I used to shoot and shoot. Yeah. So I didn't know anything about photography and all, but I just like to shoot pictures and videos. So after my 12, I was thinking of joining a photography college in somewhere, but this the family problem, like they were not allowing me to do this photography and all. So I joined in Banaras Hindu University in Banaras, but after 1 year I left there. uh, I thought like I will join photography college in Uti, but again I couldn't join, and then I did my graduation again. And after completing that, I was doing my masters in travel and tourism management, but again I left it, and then I started doing photography again. I used to do wedding photography and event photography. And then I joined GreenHub, yeah, because I was more interested in wildlife, and I saw GreenHub was doing uh, many works with wildlife. So I thought of like let's join there and learn more. So yeah, this is how my journey goes. Now I'm here in Kathmandu again, thanks to GreenHub. Yeah.
Yeah. So, also, I wanted to know from Preeti. She was talking about the human and animal conflict. Can you please share an anecdote, a small story about it, so that we can also know in your region how you guys try to maintain a healthy relationship and exist in a harmony with the wildlife that is around you?
So yeah, when I was working with WWF, so they were taking me to collect data from in our area in Bhasha district only. So there I got to know like elephants were coming to the areas near the Manas National Park in fringe villages. So they were like coming for rice beer and also for jackfruit and all. And they were like breaking someone's house even if they get sold and all. So it was very difficult to stay in near the villages near to Manas National Park and also other parks. So um, like um, we got to know that whenever elephant comes, they like they damage huge land of like with agriculture like paddy and all. And then sometimes they also kill people and all. And but WWF did a good job. Like they gave solar fencing and all. And then uh, recently there was a beekeeping uh, training from Arainak also. So like beekeeping is like very much important because whenever like elephants are afraid of bees. So whenever they sound hear buzzing sound, so they never came. They never come to the village or like near to a house. So it was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, great. I want to know that the beekeeping culture that you're telling was was it practiced in your community to keep the bees, or recently the beekeeping practice has evolved?
Like it has evolved because like people have come to know from like different NGOs like beekeeping is very good for like they will not face human elephant conflict because of the like it will because elephants are afraid of bees. And then they were teaching us how to keep the bees and all. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Preeti, for your answer. Yeah, Lempha, I wanted to ask you, like you are from Arunachal Pradesh, and it's totally uh, not well connected with the mainland India. It's really like far away. I wanted to know how people there keep their stories or folklores intact within their community. Or
Yeah,
are there any folklores or stories there that you want to tell?
I'm very bad at telling folklore stories. I'm so sorry, but yeah, there are so many stories and in our own tribe. So Arunachal as a state, we have more than like 30 or 40 different tribes. So it's very even every tribes have different stories and different languages or dialects. So it's very diverse actually, Arunachal. So my tribe Wancho, we have lots of stories, and it's all our oral stories actually. So many, not many actually, few people have now started to store these stories in written form or maybe visually. I'm not sure about visually, but they have started to record in documentation. Yeah, with the folklores and stories behind it.
So, are there any folklores or story, any particular story from your tribe that you want to make film out of it?
Yeah, I used to think a lot, but sometimes I feel like I can't make. Maybe I'm. I don't know. Maybe like I need to find a good story, which I really need to like connect myself. So yeah, I've been searching for stories since last 2 3 years, but I didn't get any. There are so many stories actually, very good stories, but I don't think that it will be suitable for me. But as I love nature and wildlife, I was trying to make films about the human connection with nature and how do people can really protect the wildlife, because my tribe Wancho, it's like we do a lot of hunting, like literally a lot of hunting. Every kids will have gun. They will just kill not just for eating but just for fun. So I really want to aware them the importance of wildlife. So I want to make a film about it, and yeah.
Yeah, really great thought about making a film to protect wildlife. Preeti, is there any story from your Bodo tribe that you want to make film out of it? Any folklore, any anecdote that you think should the people should know the story of your particular tribe? Any story like that?
So I have not thought about it because recently I'm doing a media fellowship with Aranak. So there I'm searching for stories. Like we got some stories from them, but it's not now I'm not documenting them. I'm just learning how they're living their life, and then um yeah, that's.
Also, I want to know more about the textile that you are wearing, the name of textile and the cultural relevance of it.
Thank you. So the dress I'm wearing is my own traditional dress. This is called dokna, and it's like occasionally we wear different colors. So at the time of Bagurumba, like we celebrate this festival. So there, while we dance, we wear yellow dokna, and then it's not only yellow; it's mixed up with yellow, green, and then um, red. So sometimes we can also wear a green blouse and all, and then with this one is called aronai, and then like aronai have this is also have different colors, but especially during our dance time we use red color, and we have stories with this aronai. So aronai is our traditional scarf, like uh, before, like people whenever they goes for war, like at that time, like his wife or his like sister or his mother will uh, wave at night. They will whole night they will wave for them to like whenever they will go for war, they will wave and then give it to them, because like they believe that there was a belief that if they gave it to the person who is going for war, they will like jeet ke hi aayenge, like that. And then that was the belief. So yeah.
Okay, so when you were talking about you don't have a story yet, I think this will make a great story. Like making a completely new scarf for your brother who's or the person who's going for a war. Also, I would like to know from both of you, how do you think filmmaking is relevant for the cultural preservation of tribal communities? How can we leverage from filmmaking? As belonging to tribal communities, there are a lot of stories, and our culture is also evolving and disappearing as well. So, how can we as filmmaker can work and get stories from our tribe?
So yeah, um today when I look back, like I realize how far I have came from like teaching and in the, teaching in the classroom and then documenting life in the fields. So I was never thinking that I'll be like filmmaker and documenting people and like I want to make young people from my community to realize that there is a big world beyond. So through storytelling and conservation, we can preserve the things that is being like that is about to finish or is finished. So I also want to give voice to our land, wildlife, and women to work on it and then protect whatever they can. So yeah.
Yes, and Lempha, what is your thought about it? How can we leverage from filmmaking in terms of conserving, preserving, and also telling our stories beyond our communities?
Like I said before, like all the stories in my tribe, or not just my tribe, I think in every tribal society in India or everywhere in the world, it's our all oral stories actually. So it keep on changing with time and time, I think. So if we document all these stories, we can store or we can preserve these stories for like next 100 years maybe, if we have the documentation in written form or in visually like film or even a photograph or anything. So yeah, filmmaking, I mean, it's one of I also I become like a filmmaker just watching a film, because I used to watch a lot of film. Like I used to watch National Geographic and this Discovery Channel and all. So I always used to tell like I'll become one of these guys. Like these guys, I really wanted to become a wildlife photographer. So yeah, just because of film I get inspired. So if I make a film, maybe there are hundreds of uh, youths in my place who really wanted to become this uh, a photographer or filmmaker, or wanted to preserve their culture, tradition, or wildlife, or anything, or the stories. So I hope if I make a film, then it may inspire people to work. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Lempha. It's really great to see both of you in this young age, like as budding and aspiring filmmakers, and really like dedicated towards telling your stories. It's really intriguing. Like it's really exciting and also overwhelming to see that young people from different tribes actually want to have the voice of their own, and even they want to move ahead the stories and traditions in form of films, which is completely a new medium for us as well, coming from oral traditional background. Yeah, so thank you. And I have an announcement to make. So, Tribal Design has started as a community for only designers and creative professionals from various tribes of India in 2021, with the purpose to explore how design could benefit from tribal communities in India. Since then, Tribal Design Forum has evolved into a vibrant space of tribal professionals from different disciplines to exchange ideas, engage and collaborate towards imagining tribal futures. So we invite one and all here, students and professionals, tribal and non-tribal, to join Tribal Design Forum as a member or a patron to fuel this exciting journey of designing tribal futures. So regarding all these details, you can go ahead and visit our website www.tribaldesignforum.com. And we have our sessions which are live on YouTube at 7 p.m. on weekdays and at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. on weekends. And today we have another session at 9 p.m. in which the presentation will be done by Dr. Madan Meena. a visual artist and cultural researcher from Meena tribe, also a trustee of Bhasha Research and Publication Center. He will be showcasing his work on the craft practices of Meena women. So this is the announcement that I wanted to share with all of you. And with Preety and Lempha, it was really great to hear you both and hearing a different perspective and side of from different places as well. One from Arunachal, one from Assam, and you both went to Karnataka, experiencing a different landscape and culture and people. And also, as you both told, that there were similarities between the tribes as well, where you were taking interviews and documenting the story, that we all are connected towards nature and towards the preservation of nature as well. So lovely hearing both of you, and thank you everyone who had take out their time and have joined us this afternoon on this weekend. We are really glad that you can come and join this celebration, and we all are looking forward to have you all in our upcoming sessions as well. So Preeti and Lempha and everyone here, thank you for joining in for today's session, and Johar from my end.